Welcome back to another vehicle related video here on my channel. To start off, I am just going to say that this was more of a last minute detail, which means I was not going to change and try and make myself look good for this video. Instead, here's a realistic or normal wife detailing one of the vehicles her and her husband own. With that out of the way, let's get into some detailing. This is a 2013 Ford Focus ST3 package. If you did not know that from looking at the title of this video or even the thumbnail, this car was bought in December and has been with us for about 6 or so months. I don't think we've actually detailed it yet, so y'all get to see exactly how messy we truly are. The first thing is pulling everything out of the car, just like every other detail. I like to do anything from floor mats to the junk in the console and glove box or anything else. In my truck, I will take off some trimming down on the cab's floor, but I didn't want to try that in the Focus today, so I did skip that step. The next thing I am doing is taking our little shop vac and trying to suck up any and all dirt on the floors and possibly on the seats. You will also see me use a small brush attachment and try to vacuum off all the dust from the door panels, dash, steering wheel, etc. This shop vac is the Armor All 2 horsepower, 2.5 gallon wet dry shop vac that my husband and I actually found in 2019 or 2020 at Walmart for around $30 or $40. I am not completely sure if they still sell it today, but because we move a lot, we wanted something small and not too expensive. We found this shop vac in the car section and bought it mainly for detailing because of all the small attachments that work amazing for dust and also the crevices in between the seats. There is also the function to use the shop vac as a blower. However, I've honestly never used that function. So far, this little shop vac has done actually very well in the past couple years and is probably the only Armor All product we would ever buy. While vacuuming, I do try to hit every possible inch of the vehicle I'm detailing, rather that be the vents, in between the seats and center console, the rockers and door jambs, or whatever else I can find. I want to try and make sure I am actually cleaning the vehicle completely out. Hopping over to our garage floor, I am sweeping off the floor mats before using Chemical Guy's Silk Shine dressing on them. Honestly, I don't care much for Chemical Guys, but a few years ago I had bought a bunch of their products for my husband and decided to try and use some of them up today. Normally, I would just hit the floor mats with some Lucas Oil, interior spray, or just some water, depending on the severity of dirt and debris. I like to use Invisiglass for all my windows when detailing. I have personally found this to be one of the only cleaners that doesn't streak, or to where I have to use a newspaper to get the windows not to streak. So I do hit all of the windows with it, but only filmed the back and passenger side since the car was against the side of our garage. One of the last things I am doing is using the Lucas Oil interior spray on any plastic inside the car. I normally start with the dash and work myself down to underneath the dash, the glove box, the door panels, and even the trimming where the seat belts hang. My camera battery did die on me while filming me using the interior spray, so you'll see me up front and then a very short clip of me using the spray on the plastic inside of the back of the hatch. Afterwards, I'm finishing off with the leather of the car. I'm using some good VLR on the seats, leather around the shifter, center console, and steering wheel. I'm going to say a little tip about leather. Shiny leather is actually dirty leather. Normally it's built up oil from hair or just our skin, but clean leather doesn't look wet or super shiny. Now, with that being said, are there still some places inside of my husband's car that have shiny leather? Probably. I don't think I honestly got the steering wheel clean enough because it still looked a little shiny to me looking back on these clips, but that's okay. It just shows that I'm obviously not perfect and sometimes miss stuff when I'm cleaning, and of course catch it later when I'm editing these videos, but I will be honest about it. And lastly, we have the befores and after. These are going to be so dramatic. I'm just kidding. There's hardly no change at all. Honestly, this is a typical detail for our vehicles. The idea is to detail your vehicle once a week or once a month, depending on how much it gets used or what has been tracked inside. Now that we live in Nevada instead of Wisconsin, we traded the salt and mud for continuous dust and sand. So it has been a challenge to keep our vehicles truly clean, especially on the outside if they aren't always in the garage. These dust storms are insane. But my husband and I still do a pretty good job at keeping up with our vehicles and not letting them get bad. And yes, we actually do have a kid. We have a son. But just because you have kids does not mean you can have an excuse to have a messy vehicle. It's up to you and possibly them if they are old enough to take out of your vehicle what gets brought in or what shouldn't be. It's mainly on you since you are the primary person. But personally, in my truck, I don't allow food or drinks except for water. There are some exceptions when traveling to see family since we do live 2,000 miles away and have to sometimes eat on the road. But otherwise, anything that doesn't belong in my truck gets taken out the same day it was brought into my truck. That is one of the many ways that I have kept up with my truck, and it makes it easier. Even though our son may not be super old, it still helps a lot to keep it clean. Also, I will apologize for the quality of the before and after videos. I think honestly it was because I was filming inside of a semi-dark garage and the sun was starting to set, and it was at that angle where it was blasting in from the open garage door. So of course the videos were not properly exposed or even good quality. And I do apologize for that. I hope y'all enjoyed this super quick and not really crazy detail, just basically a once a week detail. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Also check out any of my vehicle related videos if you are a person who likes vehicles. I do have some pretty cool videos on me replacing parts. Even recently, I just did speed engineering headers on my truck along with a full DOD delete from BTR. I do have the truck Norris cam in my truck, so be sure to click back on any of those videos that might interest you and check those out. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see y'all in another video, and God bless.